the very first Android 5.0 device on the market, and it's made by MyGica, called the ATV1900AC. Now let's take this for a spin in this video review. MyGica ATV1900AC device review, and make sure you check out all the other products by MyGica at MyGica.com. Now, since Android Lollipop 5.0 was announced, I was wondering when it will hit the streaming boxes. Now, after a few months pass, we get the 1900AC from MyGica, one of the very first devices to get the Lollipop ROM. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and take a look at the specs. Now, as you can see, it has the Amlogic S812A9 and the octa-core GPU, which will push out those 1080p and 4K videos to the limit. What will stand out of this build is the dual Wi-Fi antenna, which introduces the 802.11ac to connect to 5G and many more. Now, the front has almost a mirror-like glass feel to it, which has the power and lights for internet activity, which isn't bright at all. Now, the back of the ATV1900AC has all your connectivity. Now, from left to right, the slots you have in there is a micro SD slot, a reset button, an HDMI port, and the very first gigabit Ethernet port on a MyGica device, and an optical audio port and a power adapter slot. Now, on the right side of the device, you have about 4 USB 2.0 slots, which can be used to connect a wireless keyboard and a mouse, or even a webcam, and even a gaming controller to play all your Android games. And the holes next to it on the right side are for ventilation. Speaking of ventilation, at the bottom of the 1900AC has a wide range of holes to give this device the proper cooling, that air that it needs inside and out. Now, the ventilation holes are everywhere on the 1900AC, from the sides and the bottom. So let's go ahead and take a look at the remote. MyGica has always been known for the remotes, and this one features voice recognition, which I'll show you later on in the video. Now, the remote reminds me of a Fire TV, Apple TV remote, so it takes the same shape and size as well. Now, the buttons do stick out well enough to feel the button as you press it, and it's easy to hold and very light as well. Now, the green button at the very top on the right, the voice search, which is a different texture separated from the other buttons. Now, when you turn on the device, you are greeted with the opening video with their logo. Now, after that, you are greeted with their MyGica home screen, which is standard on all of their devices today. Now, if you do have Lollipop on your phones, then you'll be familiar around the settings. Now, as you can see, it's a little different from older devices because this is a new Lollipop ROM, which is 5.0.2. Sure, it ain't the latest, but I'm very glad it's finally here. Now, the apps does come pre-installed with Kodi, YouTube, Netflix, and a MyGica store, and many more. Now, this time around, the MyGica home screen has allowed us to change the apps in front of the screen. Now, select the app you want to change and hold the OK button until you get to the apps page. Now, from there, you will choose the app you want for easier access, rather than going to this page again. Once chosen, it will appear in the home screen so you can easily access it later on. Now, this version of Lollipop has a different settings to it, which gives you that Nexus TV player feel. Now, as you can see by the user interface, one thing that stands out is the ability to Google Cast. So what I have on the screen is my phone showcasing the casting ability. Now, once you choose the device, it will show up as AOSP, which is the ATV1900AC. And once selected, then your TV will display the same video streaming from your phone. Now, the YouTube app installed on the 1900AC is the same version on the Nexus TV player. Now, it's easy to navigate it on your TV as well. And the quality of the YouTube video is way better on TVs anyway. Even it being off-screen recording as I'm doing right now, which you can see how good the quality is. Now let's check out another app called Kodi. As you've seen in the beginning, it's the MyGica edition, meaning that they have optimized it specifically for this device. While it's not the latest Kodi, but 14.2 has always been the most stable of them all. And with the specs of the 1900 AC, it will definitely be a better experience. Now, as you can see, the metadata loads up pretty fast as I scroll left to right, while the fan art changes in the background almost instantly. So let's go ahead and choose a movie trailer to play. Now, to showcase online streaming connected by Wi-Fi internet, the video you see here is streaming 1080p AAC 2.0 audio, and the stream had no buffering at all and loads up pretty fast. Now, if that's not enough, the MyGica ATV1900AC is packed with features, even of voice recognition. Now, an example, by pressing the green button on the remote will bring up almost like a Google search. I used XBM Connect on YouTube and it brought up the browser with links of my video. Now, I even opened up Kodi by spelling the word out just by my voice, and it opens up. Now, and if that's not enough, I even opened up the MyGica store by saying it as well, as you can see from this example. And it brings it up. Now, my final verdict on the ATV1900AC is that it's the reimagined version of last year, but with overall better specs, and of course a new Lollipop 5.0 ROM being introduced to this device, which I gotta say is a good start for the future. While the remote is good, but I do wish they added buttons like play and stop, and even a volume button as well. Now, features like voice recognition is helpful if you want to search something on your TV, but other than that, it's a feature that you won't use on all of the other apps that is installed. Now, Google Cast is a stepping stone. One thing I do gotta say is the casting ability is a hit and miss on this one. It doesn't allow you certain apps because it doesn't recognize that it's a Chromecast. Overall, it is still a great device for your home entertainment. Now, make sure you guys check out MyGica.com for more information on the ATV1900AC. If you like the video you have just seen, make sure you subscribe to us and like our video at youtube.com/xbmconnect. And make sure you follow us at XBM Connect to all the social medias.